Recording.
Hello, everybody. We're gonna talk about our proposal report that it's about affordable 3D printed housing. Today, we're gonna be talking about the next things. So we're gonna be covering about affordable housing scene, who we are, our qualifications. We're gonna talk about some facts and evidence, like why do we need this and what are we solving with it. Our proposed organization and our approach, our working plan that includes our costs, our benefits, and of course, we're going to talk about our conclusion. So first of all, I'm going to talk about who we are. Affordable Housing Inc. We are a national nonprofit company that seeks to support people who struggle with affordability of housing in British Columbia. We got about 20 years of experience here in Vancouver, and we've been fighting to provide affordable houses for residents in British Columbia. Just so you know, we also operate with Toronto Community Housing Corporation, which is the biggest landlord in Canada and second largest social housing provider after New York City. So we've been doing this for a while. We have a group of experts working with us. But right now, the people that are here with you, it's the next ones. We got Hannah Kim here, our director. We got Ronnie Duet, our head of engineering, and I'm Alexandra Cariaga, and I'm the head of marketing. So I'm going to talk about why do we need this. As we all know here, Vancouver is not cheap. We have an estimated price increase of 18% in the housing industry in the last years, most of it affected by the pandemic, of course, and also Vancouver is a city of immigrants. Right now, we have about 2,632,000 people living here, and the number is on the rise. To keep a house, you need money, and well, the median salary in Vancouver is of $70,422, and the cost of a house begins around $850K. So the 3D printed houses will be offered to provide homes for the low-income families on the lower mainland in areas with reasonably accessible distance to public transportation such as SkyTrain or bus stops. And who are the low-income people that we're focusing? People that are struggling, just recently graduated people that are just started, immigrants that they just moved here and are trying to settle in. So it will be a perfect opportunity for people that need a place to live, of course. So when we talk about 3D printers, well, the 3D printing system has been in development since the 80s, but it has just very few years since it actually started being used or being known by the society. One of the big perks about it is that it has the ability to produce very complex shapes of geometries that would otherwise be impossible to construct by hand. Here you can see a little video of how it works a little bit. I'm not gonna really focus on that. Right now, what I wanna talk about is that we all know that we have lots of questions about it, if it's viable, if it's the cost and some disadvantages. All your questions shall be answered, but before that, I'm gonna show you the next pictures. Yes, it is possible to build houses with 3D printing. Here are some of the examples. In fact, the picture on the right is the first European family to move in to a 3D printed house. So yeah, it's possible. But to go more thoroughly about how it works, I'm gonna go with Ronnie.
So our proposed approach will be to acquire and develop a plot of land into multiple low-income housing units. The included example is an example of the 3.4 acre lot that is currently on sale in Langley. That can be divided up, it's an open land right now, undeveloped. It could be developed into 55 units with space to spare. And here are 4 phases of our work plan. I call this a 4Ps. First, I'll explain the positioning, then we'll go through the pre-sale process, production afterwards, and then finally populating the area. Positioning. First of all, we're going to acquire a plot of land. Like I said, this is a picture of the land that's currently on sale in Langley for $1.5 million. The idea of this is to acquire a undeveloped land to develop into the different properties. And the land is also supposed to have access to public transportation nearby because not every family has access to a personal vehicle. Next, we have pre-sale, advertising and generating interest in our target demographics. So low-income housing, low-income houses, recent graduates, and just renters in general, anybody that cannot afford a house in today's market. Third, we have production. We will have 2 3D printers carrying out printing at the same time to maximize efficiency. We'll also have a group of workers to maintain the printers and to make sure everything works smoothly. And finally, populating, which is allowing residents to move in and populate these houses, and whatever is left over from the pre-sale to continue selling them. Here are the costs to build on that property. These are just estimated numbers. So we'll have 2 3D printing extrusion printers, cement extrusion printers at $500,000 each. That'll bring us to $1 million for just hard goods. And then for the input for a 25 by 12 foot home, it'll be $873 each for 55 units. They'll bring us shy of $50,000. The land will be divided into 30 by 30 feet units at 3.4 acres. That'll cost us $1.5 million. Total cost will just be shy of $2,550,000. And the cost of each unit is $46,327. This will also provide a opportunity for the government to make some revenue in this as well. Next, I'll let Hannah explain the benefits of this approach.
Thank you. So this work plan will maximize efficiency by cooperating with our professional technicians and tradesmen. So according to our research, this housing project for single and double units basically takes much shorter time to build and furnish compared with any other regular houses. The cost to build the average size 3-bedroom house with the conventional building method is from $250K to $320K. But however, building the same house with the 3D printing technology would cost from 20% to 40% less to build. So presumably it costs between $140K to $240K to build with 3D printing technology. Next slide, please. So this is our conclusion. So first of all, this housing project will improve the number of the affordable living conditions for individual and family with low income. Secondly, improving the affordable living conditions will also increase in young eligible workers to settle down in the lower land. Lastly, the following two conditions will eventually result in enhancements of provincial GDP in British Columbia. Okay. And thanks for your attention and consideration. This is our references, and thank you.
Thank you.